Good morning, goat lovers. Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and this morning is going to be our first morning milking. If you can hear, these girls are not very happy. They're bagged up. It was a pretty darn cold night. We did take the kids from them because we didn't want to have another freezing episode. Let me get you, girl. Roxy here is the first I'm gonna milk. She's got a really nice udder. So hopefully, if she'll stop laying down on me because she's a big mama, we can get a good amount of milk out of her. Last night, the sun was going down, so we couldn't really film much of it, but we tried rather. But I got enough milk to hold the babies over. So I gave them their nightly feeding. They've had their morning feeding, and they're all doing really good. They've all taken to the bottle except for one of Roxy's little bucklings. So it actually went really well. They all snuggled up together, and they were all comfortable and calm. So as far as the kids are concerned, they're doing super good. Now, there's 5 does so far that have given birth. So two of them had just given birth when we pulled them, but again, we just didn't want to risk a freezing kid. So that's just the decision we made at that time to make sure the babies all live. And Roxy here seems like she's got quite a bit of milk. They usually have some udder tension the first milkings. First few at least, and it's like it's a meteor udder, but once they fill and you drain them out completely a few times, it gets a lot better. And this girl, I'm not real sure. This is the first time I've owned her in milk, so I was able to drain her out a little bit yesterday. Whatever she had left, because her kids were on her, draining her. She had a good amount considering she had triplets eaten off her. But look at her, she's doing pretty good. Like I'm really not sure if she's ever been milked on a stand or what. I think she has, but she's one of the tamer of the 7 goats that are skittish that we got. She's doing pretty good. Now the mamas, right now, they're upset because again, they're bagged up. They're wondering where their kids are. And that's normal for the first day. Some go into 2 days, but they get right into the routine very quickly when you separate early. So within the next couple of days, they'll just be hollering for their morning milking and their treat on the stand, because that's what they care about, and the babies will just be hollering for their bottles. And they get on with it very quickly. She's got a good amount of milk in here. Every time I think she's about done, she has more. That's good. She did have 3 bucks though, so you usually get a lot more milk out of does that, especially 3 bucks. The body needs to make more milk for bucks than does. Needs to make more milk if they have triplets rather than a single. So it's not surprising she's got a good amount of milk. This milk is not for you, boy. Good morning. Almost done, girl. Just trying to massage the udder to drop some of that milk. I want to make sure I drain her, that way Throughout the day, she fills as much as possible. Don't drop, girl. All right, girl. Thank you. Morning, Dingo. All right, so we got all 5 of these does milked. They've quieted down a little bit, so now we're gonna check to see if any of these other does are in labor. All right, here's Cassie. Yep. That is a big old udder. Definitely bagged up big, no ligaments. Let me see, girl. You don't want to show them? Well, she doesn't have to show you. You'll see it later, probably. See? She is super bagged up. Quite a bit more than last night, and no ligaments. So she is definitely in labor. I'll be back, girl. All right, this is Val. Will you let me check you? Her due date's today. Oh, come on. Yeah, let me see. She still has her ligaments. And she's bagged up a little more. She's bagged up a little more than yesterday. So getting closer, but not today. This is Schillie here. Her due date is also today. She still has her ligaments. Her udder's feeling a little bit more bagged up than yesterday though, so she's really gotten big. All right, girl, no labor for you. And this is Mayo here. She is cranky. Come here, girl. Come here. Let me check you. No. She still has her ligaments. She is not bagged up pretty much at all since last night, so you're good, girl. Not today. All right, here's Elsa. 3 days past her due date. Ooh. I can get one. Wait, let me see. Barely, though. She's definitely bagged up a little more. Okay. She's definitely bagged up more, like quite a bit more. And you can hardly feel those ligaments. She might go sometime later today. All right, and Tanzi. She's a couple days past her due date. I still feel her ligaments though. Let me feel your udder. Yeah, and she's not bagged up or anything. She is not in labor. Guess who's in labor, you guys? So I just saw her udder and was like, what in the world? It's giant, well, for her, and felt her ligaments, and she's got nothing. She doesn't have a collar on, but look, if you guys can see it, I can tell right away this girl. And she's talking. We're gonna get a collar on her and put her in a birthing stall. I did not expect that. I had her down for March 10th, one of the last ones to kid, but Merle loved her daily. So I had March 10th because that was like the only time she actually showed affection towards him. But here we are. This is why you keep a close eye on your goats. She's in labor. All right, guys, so we have so much to talk about, so many things to do. We're getting behind on everything, but I gotta get my birthing buckets around and sit here with these two ladies in labor. I'll see you soon.